Hi guys, it's Steve here from Steve's RC Shop and RC Winches in Leicester. Right, over the past few weeks I've had a lot of people sending me emails and messages through Facebook Messenger. Please Steve, can you do me a video showing me how I can turn my lights on and off from my RC car? So yeah, not a problem at all. I'm going to keep it as simple as possible. I'm going to cover as much as I can without being overly complicated. I know that electrics can do people's heads in with RC cars, including me. I'm still learning, but I've been doing it for over 30 years, well, electronics anyway. So I'm just going to help you and give you my or a little bit of my knowledge and experience with how to do this. And this is not new stuff really, but you know, it's hopefully going to explain it to you in a way that will be quite easy to understand. So there are a few options. I've got another demo rig which I'm just going to bring onto the table in a second. So option one is, okay, if you want to be able to turn your lights on from your, let's just turn these down a little bit actually, so you might be able to see this better. And I apologise if it goes out of focus while I'm turning the lights on and off, but that's just one of them things. So we can use a handheld key fob, okay, to turn lights on and off. So these are 4-channel ones that we sell. So I'm just going to press one button there. So that would be for like a normal set of front and rear LEDs. Okay, I'll just turn that one off. That one will be, yeah, stupidly light bar. So, you know, whatever light bar you've got, whether you've got the white ones, as you can see, we do red ones. We do white ones. I've got too many here to plug in and go through them all. But that's basically the principle of using a handheld remote control to control your lights. I'm not going to go into all the electrics about it at the moment. It's just a demonstration. So we'll get rid of this and we'll bring in the other demo rig. So just bear with me a second, guys. So I get asked a lot, how can I turn my lights on and off with my transmitter and receiver? Okay, can it be done? Yes, it can. To start with, on lighting, you need to have a spare channel, and it needs to be a single channel, single switch. So definitely not 3-position like you'd use for a winch. It's got to be a forward throw, and I will show you how we're going to do that now. So this is just a small demo rig. So I've got a 3S battery on here. That's going into an XL5 HV ESC, which I've ripped out of a TRX4. I've got a couple of different receivers in here. So I've got one out of the TRX4, which is a 5-channel. And then another one here, which I'm going to demonstrate both because it's exactly the same principle. So we do various different lighting controllers. I don't want to overcomplicate it, but this is just going to be for a simple turn your lights on and turn your lights off. We do other variations, whereas you can turn it on, you can have it flashing like hazards, it can go even faster, so you've got like a strobe effect. There's so many variations. I'm just going to grab from over here. No, I'm not, because I haven't put them over there. Okay, so LEDs. Yeah, I mean we do a lot of wiring kits for people. Wiring looms in 3mm, 5mm, 10mm, in every different colour you could imagine. There's just too many to show you really. Let's get back before we start diversing, which we normally do. Okay, so how to turn your lights on and off through your transmitter and receiver. Okay, this is just one of our demo boxes. When they come to you, I mean this is a slightly bigger one which I'm going to cover in a second. They're 100% waterproof. Okay, and you will have just a standard one, yeah, 2 leads on it. So one lead will plug into our spare channel. This lead here, okay, we need to plug a light into it, so we'll just use a LED lighting bar. Okay, so I'm going to turn my transmitter on first. and then we'll turn on the ESC. So that's come on, so I'm just going to flick the switch and that's off. So that's basically your light plugged into one of these controllers. On your third channel, can we see? Yeah, I'll be in shot. So that'll be on, off, on, off. Now, this particular light bar, its working range voltage ideally is 6 to 7.4 volts. The power is coming straight out of the receiver into this box. It's only supplying the box with 5 volts. So on video it might actually look relatively bright, okay, but it isn't. Not, you know, in terms of what it should be, yeah, that's not very bright. I can sit here and I can look at that. It's not hurting my eyes at all. If that was running at full voltage, it would be stupidly bright. I have got some other videos on here of these working at full brightness and they are absolutely ridiculous. So you think to yourself, okay, I've only got 5 volts coming out of my receiver, or 6. I mean, if you're running 7.4, fine, and you will get different voltage light bars. So I've just done this morning a special build. Okay, now this particular box, yeah, has got a bypass circuit in it. So as an example, this LED strip here, these are ones that we use for the underbody lighting kits because they're fully waterproof. This lighting strip here, and I just need to grab a lead. So bear with me a second, guys. Right, so this particular lighting strip here, yeah, will not light up unless you're giving it around 11 to 12 volts. And I'll just demonstrate here. You should be able to see I'm going to drop that down to, let's go to a receiver voltage, say 5.5, and I will just plug it in here like that. Okay, it's not on, so now I'm going to turn the voltage up on here, and as you can see the voltage is going up, yeah, and that's working at its proper brightness. So I'm just going to unplug that. So working through the third channel, it won't light up because there's not enough voltage coming through, which is where we now go to exactly the same thing. It's just basically a third channel operation switch, the same as this, okay, but with the bypass kit in, it's going to send the voltage to the light that it needs without affecting any of the electrics on the receiver. So I'm going to plug that again on here into my third channel. That is, if I plug this in wrong now, it's going to go bang, and I'm not going to be very happy because that means I'm going to have to build another one. No, that's correct. So that's my power in, and that's power out. So what happens now is I've got 3 leads on here. One's going to the light, one's going to the spare channel on the receiver. The other one now is going straight to the battery for power. It's quite easy to do on this because I've got a JST male and female connected in there. As an example, say if you were running XT60 connectors and you needed to power it, XT60 link lead, that'll go in between the battery and the ESC, and there you've got your power out. We do these in every combination: XT60, XT90, Deans, Traxxas, EC5, you name it. There's just too many to list. In fact, there's a Traxxas one there. I've just got one tail out for a customer. So now when I turn this on, okay, it will power it up. Yeah, that's set to I think 10.5 volts, which is going to be the operating range for the customer's LED. If I very quickly just unplug this and plug it into the third channel of this one, will I be able to get that in there? I don't think I can actually get that in there because the plug's going to be too big, and that's the wrong way around. Let's see if we can push it in. Yeah, it should go in. So if I turn that on now, nothing will happen because there's not enough voltage going to that light. So very, very simple way of doing it. Okay, and I know this video's gone on for a little bit longer than what I wanted to, but in principle, okay, transmitter, receiver, spare channel, and your light bar. Let's just grab one of these little 55mm things and connect it the right way around. So now when I turn that on, yeah, on, off, on, off, as you can see. So there are several different ways of doing it. The easiest way is this. If you want your lights to work at the right voltage, okay, so just say for example that was a 10-volt light and you're running a 3S battery, then you would use one of these that we build. Okay, that would send a full 10 volts to the light, like I say, without affecting any of the other electrics. So just before I finish the video off, and this is not going to be the easiest thing to demonstrate, all of these lights on here, okay, I've got 2 cables on, and that's why you need the separate little module box that we do, so obviously you can turn it on and off. You will find some light bars, okay, some light bars have got 3 cables on them. Okay, you've got your black, your red and your white. Okay, the white is signal, so that particular light bar there, okay, has actually got the built-in electrics, so you don't need to have, okay, one of these separate little boxes. So if you're lucky enough to pick one of these up, it will go straight into your receiver like so. Okay, it's come on because we're turned on, and if I just turn it off, sometimes you have to double click it. On, off, yeah. Okay, so like I say, if you get one with 3 wires on and you've got that 3rd channel, you don't need the box. So sorry the video's gone on for a little bit longer than what I would hoped, but I hope that I've covered and explained how. If you've got any questions, feel free to pop me a message. I'm on Facebook. Message me at Steve's RC Shop or RC Winches. I've got a direct email address which is below down here in the links. And that's it. So have a great day, guys, and catch up with you soon.